Hello, Tom Buck, the owner and managing director of the Calder Group. Welcome to today's video, and in this video we're going to talk about Buy To Let Landlords and in particular limited companies. Now, since the announcement from the government that they were going to scrap the benefits of mortgage interest relief, we found that most landlords suddenly have a limited company, normally on the advice of their accountant, and we've seen some fabulous reasons for why. Well, we want to explore some of the real planning opportunities that a limited company can give you rather than just having one because everyone else is having one. We've seen some interesting reasons as to why a limited company is set up. Probably the most interesting is to divert about 20% of your income into a limited company so that you're managing the portfolio and get tax relief. Yeah, I didn't get that one either. Anyway, there are benefits to a limited company, and let's look at some obvious ones. Instead of paying potentially 40 or 45% as a personal income, you're going to be paying 19% corporation tax, and you're going to be paying the dividend rate if you take money out as dividends. So a big thumbs up on that one, works wonders. However, is that really the only reason why you would do a limited company? Simple answer, no. Let's look at one problem that the landlords we speak to have. How to get your properties that you currently own in a personal name and sometimes in multiple owners into a limited company. Well, there is a way that you can get around the problem that we find all landlords have: huge capital gains. You know you're going to get taxed on moving those properties in. If you do it right, and we can show you exactly how to do it, you can roll those properties in, even if you have a mortgage, and you defer the capital gains tax. Now, a key word here is defer. Please don't take this as, great, we can avoid it, we're deferring it. We'll have more videos about exactly how that works as we go along. So, we can help you on capital gains tax. But a big question I always ask landlords is, why did you get involved in this in the first place? What is it that led you to property? For most people, it's bricks and mortar. You can touch it, you can feel it. We don't like pensions, we don't like investments. Property, we can manage. That I fully understand. But what is your end game? Are you going to hold them for life? So you're the 98-year-old landlord. Are you going to pass them to your children? Are you going to sell them when you're 65 and go, that's it, or ideally earlier, and disappear off into the sunset? Well, you still have the same problems. Capital gains tax. When you come to sell, how do you sell? Which one goes first? You've then got the issue of, if you're relying on that income, are you getting enough capital out to replace that? If you want to pass it on to your children, how do you maintain control so that, I don't know, your son or daughter ends up getting divorced a couple of years after they get their hands on your property? Well, there are ways that a limited company structure can allow you to manage all of that. One thing a lot of landlords either aren't aware of or just don't think about is bringing the children in from day one. Now, before you all jump up and scream, but it's my business, my son does this, my daughter does that, I don't want them involved, there are benefits, and you can do certain actions that mean you remain in control. Also very, very good at the same time to minimise your inheritance tax liability. If you've built a £2 or £3 million property portfolio, the taxman will love you when you die, your children and family, maybe not as much if you don't plan. Well, if we can create different structures about shares, you can start putting shares in trust, giving it to the kids. Again, trust is so much better because it provides you with the control. Your kids don't automatically own it, and therefore, if they do get into financial difficulties, relationship problems, or anything else, it's not actually theirs. So, if you're a property landlord, you've created a limited company, the first question is always, what next? Why? If you're a little bit unsure, other than because my accountant says so, you really ought to be talking to us. We can look at exactly what you're planning to do, how you want to get there, and we can create that plan to make sure it happens. We can minimise the tax liability as we go, to make sure that as much of your wealth goes to the people you want it to go to, and we can make sure that you can rest easy knowing that you remain in control if you want to, or worst case, yeah, you pass it to the children, but you get full value for it so you can enjoy your retirement. So if you'd like to know more and to go into more details, we offer a free consultation. The contact details are coming up on screen, and we'd love to hear from you. We send out a profiler to make sure that when we sit down with you for the first time, we actually know something about you beforehand, and it means we can maximise that time. So no cost for that initial consultation. If you don't like what you hear, we shake hands, say thank you very much. But hopefully we can give you some ideas that are of real interest, and we can start working on that way forward. Not a silver bullet, we don't deal with everything in one go. Sometimes it will take a number of years to get you where you want to be, but we can make sure you stay on track. We also have a leaflet about trusts and inheritance tax. If you'd like to put your details in on our website, we can send that out to you and give you some information beforehand. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and well, hopefully we'll look forward to talking to you and helping you to get where you want to get long term, and make sure the money and the wealth you've created goes to the people you love and not to people you don't know. But for the moment, thanks very much. I'll see you on the next video.